This video will focus on adding a company to your existing database. We are using the BCDA general system to be able to demonstrate this to you, but your system will operate in the same way. To add a company, select the Add button. A drop-down menu will come up. From there, you can select Add a new company. Your list may look different than mine. Scroll down and you will find a company icon, and you'll be able to click on that and add the company. If it does not show up, select down here to click to add a new widget, and then you can select the company icon, and it will now add to your list of templates that you can click on easily when you select the Add button. So let's select company. Under company, a screen will open up, which has company profile and the point of control. Here you can do a number of different things. Today, I'm just going to show you the bare minimum that you need to add to be able to add your company to the system. We will talk about some of the other items, though, as you may choose to have a more comprehensive database, which is what we actually recommend. You can select to add a picture of the company. You can then add the company name. So let's put in Joe's Barber Shop. If there was a business license number, if you happen to know that, you can just put in any number that you want, or the number that's there. But again, it's not necessary for you to add those. Under current status, this is a requirement. So is this an existing company you're adding? A prospect, somebody that may potentially invest in your community? A startup company, some new entrepreneur that has come into your community? Have they relocated out of your community, or potentially they closed? In this case, we will use existing. And then we would here put in the address. Here we would put in the address. Here we would put in the city, British Columbia, and then the postal code. If it's from Alberta or another province or some other state, you can select these in the drop-down menu. If the mailing address is the same, just select mailing address, and it will put in the same information that you've entered under address. Under community name, in your area, in your system, it will show geographic area. In that, you will drop down, for an example, to the areas that you've designated either in your region, if you're a regional function, or in your community. You may have broken down your community into several different geographic areas. In this case, I'm just going to, for ease, just select Caribou 100 Mile House. You will not have an other option. Put in the phone number, the fax number if you have them, a website address if you have them. Here we do recommend, because you can run reports on different NAICS codes, so we do recommend you finding the NAICS code for a business. So to do that, I'm actually going to open a new tab under Google or Chrome or Edge or whatever system it is that you're using. And then I'm going to type in Barber Shop, M-A-I-C-S, not the name of the business, but barber shops, the type of business that it is. And if it's a restaurant, you would type in restaurant NAICS. If it was a hotel, you would type in hotel NAICS. If it was a manufacturer, you would type in, manufacturing NAICS, and it would give you a variety of different. So in this case, it's a barbershop. So we're adding barbershop NAICS code. It now comes up to say what the barbershop NAICS codes are. So it's 812114. So here we're going to select 81. which is other services. And then it drops down again into 8112, what the heck number did we pick? And 114. So then we're going to go 114. Or sorry, we're going to go 1 because we're going to add yet another level. A12, it's other personal services. So in this case, you're going to select other personal services. And then you're just going to go add. You only need to really do a 2-digit code, but you can do 3, you can do 4, you can do 5, you can do 7, whatever you want to do. So in this case, we're just going to go add. It's now added. That particular NAICS code is now added to your system. If you know the year established, the type of location, the corporate structure, and all of those things, then you would just go. And again, your system's going to look a little bit different because our system is set up for a link that you can actually have on your websites to allow companies to self-add. And then they can self-add to the BCDA system, which we then import into your system. In this case, this is you adding the company. So now in this particular case, you can tag these. So say you in the future want to be able to run a report or email all of the hair shops in town, all your hairdressers. The NAICS codes are going to sort of be the same, but to make it easier for you to run reports later or to run to send a quick email, tags are the easiest things to use. So in this case, we're going to create a tag and we're going to call it hair salon. And then you would add that. And it will now create that. And from now on, when you type, hair salon will automatically show up for you to be able to add them. I'm going to go save and continue. Under point of control, the primary point of control is the person that you're logged in as. So it would be, if it was John Smith adding this information from the Economic Development Agency, they would select their name would automatically default. You can change this to any other person. For an example, these are BCDA employees. So you can add, you could have picked, I could have picked Ashley to be the primary point of control. In this case, we'll just leave it as my name. And if there's any other contacts assigned to the system, assigned to the company. So in this case, again, maybe I want to assign Ashley and she will also be assigned. That doesn't mean that your other users in the system, if you've got them set at those administrative levels, they will be able to see this company as well. It just points out that you're the primary point of control for this company, and you save and complete. It now pops up with a menu where you can add another company. You can update it if you think you've made a mistake. You can preview their portfolio. You can delete it, which I'm going to do in a second. You can email the company information to somebody else within your organization. Or in this case, you can also add a contact associated with that company. So if you said contact, you would type in, again, Joe Barber. Doesn't find them. So just select enter. It will say click here to add a new contact. And then again, now another box will open up. It's linked, as you can see, to the company, Joe's Barbershop. You can put in what type of a person it is. If it's a business attraction client, if it's a store owner, you can put in what type of a contact it is. You don't have to. The first name in this particular case will be Joe Barber. The company, it will tell you, you can get all of the company details and it will populate this automatically. They are the owner. And then you would put in Joe's Barber, assuming this is the email, at gmail.com. Or if you don't know the email address, just select no email address. And this way you're adding the contact to the system. Now, we do recommend, again, that you do have email addresses, because in the event of a disaster, or say your community is wanting to do some promotions of a new program that a business might be able to access, you'd be able to email them right from the system, and then that email will actually link right to the account. So that when you're talking to a business, you actually have the complete history of all correspondence you had with them. If there was a different email address, a website, an address, their phone number, their mobile number, if you have it, any Facebook information, Twitter, LinkedIn, if you have them. If you need to add a reminder that say you've talked to Joe today and you need to add a reminder that you are going to contact him in the next week or so to talk to him about his business license or some other issue or challenge that he may be having, or maybe it's an opportunity to expand. So again, leave that. We're not going to do that. Again, you don't need to tag this one. You can. You can just say, maybe they're located downtown. So you can tag that downtown. But again, it's a contact. So I have a tendency to, I like to tag everything but in this case, we'll just leave it as downtown. And then in this case, because you're not assigning them as a user, they're just going to be a company contact, go save and complete. And you're now done, you're complete. Now that company, you can see we've got Joe's Barbershop, we've got the contact who's responsible for that business, and they're the owner. And again, you can see in the detail the information of the timeline of you added this company on August 16th. And then you can do other things. If you had a picture, you can upload it. If you had letters that you'd sent them, you can upload them to the file manager. You can do a variety of different things to make sure, or you can just add a general comment in the comment field of Joe is on my economic development board. And again, you would post that, it would now show up on the comments section. So again, that's how you add a company and an associated contact. Thank you for watching, and we'll do other recordings in the future to help you be able to better use the system that for your business retention programs.